A Richmond police officer turned forensic cleaner, working to address a painful part of the grieving process that some may not think about. What happens after the death of a loved one to gun violence? 8 News reporter Olivia Jakewood joins us live in Richmond tonight. Olivia, you spoke with that former officer today. What did he tell you about why he decided to leave the force and start this business?
Yeah, well, Deanna, as a former police officer, David Woods tells me that during his time in Richmond, he spent several days responding to multiple calls for gun violence. And he saw firsthand just how traumatic it can be, not to mention dangerous, for the families who are left behind to clean up after a tragedy like that. Well, now he's working on the other side of things, responding after police have left a scene. Just a note, many of the photos here showing the cleanup of blood have been cropped as they may be upsetting to viewers.
When tragedy strikes in Central Virginia, in addition to a grieving family, former Richmond police officer David Woods says there's often a painful cleanup process that must be done.
Working in the city, I've responded to a lot of homicides and other death investigations. And after we leave the scene, I noticed that the family was held responsible for what was left behind from the deceased.
Biohazard removal, cleaning, and disinfecting. Woods' forensic cleaning business has been addressing these issues for more than a year.
In comparison to last summer, there's definitely been more calls for service. Unfortunately, there's been a lot of domestic-related homicides. We also respond to fatal drug overdoses, but mostly what we respond to is due to gun violence.
After about 6 years with RPD, Woods says he was one of the officers who responded after the shooting death of Virginia State Police Special Agent Michael Walter in Mosby Court back in 2017, prompting him to consider a different way he could help.
It just makes me think about my kids. The thing that affects me the most doing this is when it involves kids. You know, especially like domestic related, you know, because now this kid no longer has their father or their mother.
Now, Woods says the forensic cleaning is a part of the already painful grieving process that many people just don't think about. And he says it's getting worse. He tells me that just since last summer, the calls for service have more than doubled. And they're extending beyond city limits into more rural areas now as well. Live in Richmond tonight, Olivia Jakewood, 8 News.